Nincs is olyan messze. Helyabba kell menni. Lehet csak megnézzek valamit. Na szóval ott tartottunk ebbe, hogy találkoztunk ezzel a két lovaggal, akik akik ezért itt van egy kincs, akik megmentették azt a falut. Erről senkit nem, szerintem itt csak a mi időnk. Megmentettük azt a falut a izéből. Azokkal a lovagokkal, csak hát ugyebár az volt a baj, hogy mások jöttek helyettük meg ilyenek, és ezért a falusiak nem voltak valami hálásak.
Mások jöttek?
Persze, hát más zsoldosok. Ilyen izék, akik fosztogatók, tudjuk. És igazság szerint nem volt olyan, mint az ő otthonukba. Majd megkértek minket, hogy menjünk velük a csajhoz, ha valami királynő a segítségét kéri. Hogy levadásszon egy hölgy, egy szörnyet. Szóval most oda fogunk menni.
Én meg közben kinyitottam. Gyere, kicsi.
Na.
Still wait.
As I told you, we cannot return empty-handed. It is simply out of the question.
Have you reconsidered? Will you take the offer?
Induljunk.
Ready to go, as soon as you're packed.
Ha! Then post haste to Tucson. To Tucson!
Na. Mi a baj? Elhagyjuk Velent, Novigrádot. Jönk Tucsonba. Klub.
Turán.
Kíváncsi vagyok, hogy néz ki. Mármint, hogy most látom ezt a kastélyt, elég baszó, ilyen mesebeli, nem?
Aha.
Tuszamban a hagyományos szent azt mindig írja. Tehát, hogy ott nagyon figyelni kell. Ott tényleg, én ahogy kivettem, ilyen tényleg lovagiasság, az nagyon adja nekik. Kíváncsi vagyok, hogy milyen lesz. Jó neked? Gyere, ígyünk egy kocsit.
Jó.
Toussaint, the land of love and
Mi?
A bor és a szerelem városa. Pont így emlékeztem. Anyád?
you will find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance.
Oh,
You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seems straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that
Miért
we
nem
are
vezetett
somehow haunted?
Szili-Szili
I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron.
Inkább Szili meg Geraldos.
nem tudom. Nagyon baszók vagyunk ezzel a szemüveggel. Ja, fasz. Nagyon jó.
Nem búzisa.
Igen. Nem, mi is be tudunk ilyen fényes csillogó picsájúak lenni.
Új, remélem azért nem. Vigyelj belül kapja. Nem?
Igen.
Valami kimaradt.
Ó, tényleg.
Sí.
Köszönöm.
Ha, vigyelj.
Kurva jól néz ki ez a játék. Na!
For my lady. You watch out.
Olyan. Olyan.
I kill a monster. One for all. My name is not Milton the
Szerintem ez valami elátkozott lehet. Furcsa nekem, hogy ilyen ruházata van.
A farsányokat a színei, nem most?
Nem véletlen szerintem. Hova? Loot. Lootolom. Ne, hagyj, hogy lootoljam.
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, out with it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and
Mondtam,
banished
hogy
him
nem
into the
sima.
Morgan Hills.
So he came back down. Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and devoured many shepherds. Guillaume's hunt served a noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck
Hát
again.
lehetséges, akkor varjuk le a nőjét.
The river surrendered the corpus. It washed up on the meander by the cockatrice. Damien Delatour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the Tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
Használni?
Faszal, nagyon jó.
Na, tök szép lett.
Ilyen kis csicsás izéje van ennek a... Ugyanilyen tolla van. A fején.
Úgy rózsás izé ruhán.
Vérző rózsa.
Puzis!
Osztás korona. Dália. Ez csak egy fegyver, vagy ez volt az ő fegyvere, gondolom. Még miatt, mikor ért. Dália. Nem kell Dália. Ezeket el kellett volna adnom még, mikor volt rá lehetőségem.
Ez se rossz.
Na, akkor ezeket nem véletlen nem adtam el. Jó lesz így. Csak majd kell... Keresünk majd egy kereskedőt.
Let's go!
Brave kid, Guillaume.
Harmony oversaw his upbringing.
Oh, valamit kiérdem, láttam. Nem baj. Szerintem. nem láttam. Nézd! Látod? Te jó Isten! Van egy csomó és hirdető tábla. Ez olyan, mint mint amikor először Witchereztünk. Nem?
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
Knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name, speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition. Whoa there, Roach. No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around, make sure they didn't miss anything.
Az meg hülye Pokémon, mert elfejtettem, hogy kell.
Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Got guests. Careful. Anything taken by the current ends up in these shadows.
Mik ezek? Nem.
Here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking. Is anything interesting?
Alas, nothing.
Junk that came down the river.
We must keep searching.
Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything. blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Look at the rut. Guardsmen left this site by boat recently, probably to transport the body somewhere. Silk kerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the...
So, knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions, no matter the odds. Fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
Knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time. Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Guess as champion. They say her grace has called in someone to tend to the beast. A killer from the north, they say.
What? With no lads brave enough?
Of course we have. But bravery's not enough against the beast. It wields dark powers.
Hey there, old
That
chap.
calls
You!
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomred's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive. The waters know for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint. By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited 2 men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw...
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy... well...
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again...
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blue and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Rossel's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Rossel's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Rossel now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Rossel he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have to find that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher codswallop.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
They say anything else about the beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods?
The Toussaintois are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring patron saints.
Picky monster. Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Ha! Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the palace gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
Such good fortune you found us.
They come but to pour wine down their...
The cook has worked wonders as always.
Banquets and wine are rather suited for pleasant mirth.
What's in the works today? Swilling wine?
Normally I'd encourage you to try our famed fisherman's chowder. But alas, we are all out of crayfish.
Could replace them with something else. Perch, for example.
Replace crayfish with fish? I beg you. What next? Vinegar for wine? Parsley for thyme? Huh? Your Nordlings are a pleasant lot, but about cuisine you know nothing.
Got any gossip? Fishermen talking about anything interesting?
Yes, about a Nordling who would replace crayfish with pike.
Asked a serious question.
And a tactless one. I do not eavesdrop on my clients, and I certainly don't repeat anything I chance to hear.
Show me what you got in stock. Not likely to taste your famous fisherman's chowder, so maybe we could play some Gwent.
What's in the works today? Swilling in the hay?
That is just roots. I like it.
Calm now, keep calm.
Oh, appearances deceive, Witcher.
Oi, move it.
Take it easy.
I like it here.
Oh, they say her grace is... Come on, Roach.
Ah.
Greetings, traveler. Have you any needs?
Mind if I glance at what you got? So long.
Good luck on the path.
What a specimen. Scared the fright out of me.
I placed the first bid.
But I made the best offer.
Mademoiselle. For 4 generations. That is how long my family has been producing wine.
Producing plonk unfit to drink, you mean? Which is exactly why you should sell Belgard to me, not him.
As a ducal clerk, I must look after the duchy's best interests. Belgard currently belongs to the treasury. The Minister of the Treasury has clearly expressed his desire that Belgard be handed over to a responsible steward. Yet, diverse troubles beset both your present holdings. Until you resolve them and thus prove yourselves competent, selling Belgard to either of you is out of the question.
Well, Happy? This is your fault!
Mine? You're deranged, woman! Hark, good folk! Be it known, Matilda de Vermentino is a cursed, spiteful lunatic!
Doesn't look cursed to me. Just really, really angry. Ticked her off quite a bit, you have.
Truly? How would you know? A shrew tamer, are you?
Better. A connoisseur.
I see we speak the same tongue. So tell me, the swords, you merely wear them to intimidate? Or do you actually use them?
Tools of my trade. I'm a witcher.
Not seeking work, are you? You see, I wish to buy a vineyard. Belgard. Yet that bloody bureaucrat's not likely to sell it to me until I settle my troubles at home, at Coronata.
What kind of troubles we talking about?
It's botched in more ways than one. The herbarium, infested with monsters. My steward, gone missing, with an entire transport of wine. And someone's abducted my herbalist.
A lot of bad luck for one little vineyard.
If you ask me, it's that Matilda, her handiwork. A sugar-sweet face, a temper sharp as horseradish. So will you help?
Could look into it, but not for free.
That goes without saying. What is your rate? Could you not reduce it a shave? 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 That sounds fair.
Sure sounds like work for a witcher. Yeah, I'll help.
I am really, truly grateful. Thank you. My vineyard lies east of here. You're sure to find it. Now forgive me. I must talk to that quill pusher. I might win him over yet.
You're a witcher, yes? I heard you talking to that oafish ogre Liam. Disgusting man. The worst sort. First, seduces with a dashing gaze, the fair face, then reveals a coal-black heart. But that's all beside the point. I stopped you because I want to buy Belgard too. Alas, things are rotten at my own vineyard, Vermentino.
Strange coincidence.
No coincidence. I am certain Liam's thrown a stick in my spokes. Several sticks. My cooper and blacksmith both have mysteriously vanished. Man-eating plants have sprouted on my paths, and strange things are afoot on Pheasant Hill. The list goes on, but the crux is one. I must solve my problems at Vermentino if I'm to stand any chance of acquiring Belgard. Would you help me before you help Liam? I'm willing to pay more than he's offered you. I'm sorry. That's not an amount I can afford. I sense we're close. Very close. I sense we're close. Very close. Fine. Settled.
I can help. At least try.
Wonderful. You've no idea how much that means to me. My vineyard lies due west. I shall stay here for a time. I must make certain Liam does not pull some stunt while my back is turned.
Gotcha. Farewell.
Hey! Curious land, this Tucson. Bloody hell.
Keep calm. Start no pros.
Empty wine bottles. Leftovers.
A witcher's come round to take a crack at the beast.
I wonder what the old lady's fixing for.
Can outsiders sign up? Or is this a closed event?
Piss off, rat mob!
Mind your manners.
Oh, we'll thump you good.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait? your nerve?
In fact, I wonder if a witcher pays any taxes at all.
Empty wine bottles. Leftovers.
I could go. Sounds very good.
Wow. Wow, witchers come round to take a crack.
Can outsiders sign up? Or is this a closed event? Mind your manners.
We'll thump you good.
Come on, come closer.
It's not allowed! That kind of eating feast is over!
Oh, we'll thump you good. Not very frisky for a witcher.
Saint Lebioda sent you. I must now repair my wagon. They await me at the building site.
So long.
Oh.
That stench.
I stock the larder of the Duke. Herself.
That's it, Roach.
Just wonderful.
Come on.
Cheap shenanigans. I can't see things with these cataracts.
Something's in the wind.
Faster.
Let's go!
Faster.
Something's seriously wrong here.
with me a bit longer.
Always chat with him before you chop him down?
Fee, fi, fo, fum, a bleating jester has come. I'll set my hound on you, you bumrag.
Whoa there. Just curious why you were talking to a tree. But all in all, not my concern.
Wait, hold now. My danter's up true, for scoundrels come and laugh at me. But you're... well, just what the demon are you?
A witcher. Name's Geralt. So, folk laugh at you because...
Hold up. A witcher, you say? Like in Luis Herrera's Tales and Fables. Luckier than a green bleeding leprechaun I am. See, not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of legend. But you could lift the curse.
Bit too old to believe in bedtime stories, aren't you?
Want your chops busted, Witcher? How old I am, that is none of your poking concern.
Fair point. Not my business what you believe, either.
Ha! I'm content we see eye to eye.
So what makes you think there's a girl cursed inside the tree?
Well, I came out with my dog, Morholt, to cut her down. Axe in hand, a broad swing I took. The edge burrowed deep in her trunk, and bum-botch me if blood didn't spurt forth. My jaw dropped in the dirt. But right then I knew. Every jot of it in the tale of Daphne, Gareth, and the Witch of Lynxcrag.
Don't tell me. From Herrera's Tales and Fables.
You porking bet. Second edition. Amended in octavo. I know those tales by heart. My nan read them to put me to sleep.
Guess she read it cover to cover, colophon included. Got me curious, gotta admit. You really think the old tales are true?
Taking the weepy, are you? Do you think me balmy?
No, it's just these are dark, grim times. No room for knights pure of heart or happily ever afters. So I don't often run into folk like you.
Yes, true, the times are crowd pie. But I see this as all the more reason to remember the tales. My gran would say, know not what to do. Think to the chessboard knight and noble Alondra, and the path. She schooled me so thorough in it, I could not do otherwise, even if I wished to.
Let me take a look at the tree.
Careful now. You must hang on, lady.
Swear I hear sobs in the rustling leaves. Actually does bleed. Looks like human blood too. And the bark resembles hypertrophic scars in places. Medallions humming like crazy. Intense magic at work here. Logger was making good time. Strange, though. Willow's isolated. No other trees near it. Logger was making good time. Strange, though. Willow's isolated. No other trees near it. Blood. Seeped from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain.
And? Did you look at the tree close?
Mm-hmm. Actually does bleed. Pretty incredible. Looks wondrous.
Did I not say so?
My help doesn't come free, you know.
You speak to a lowly woodcutter. No stench of coin about me.
Agreed. I will pay as soon as the young mate is free.
Willing to help, but first I gotta figure out where to start.
No need. I know it all. Miss Daphne and Sir Gareth shared a terrible and fearsome love for each other. Yet to prove himself worthy of her hand, Gareth was to face the Witch of Lynx Crag. Before Sir Gareth set off for the hill, Miss Daphne gave him her kerchief, a token of her favor.
Let me guess, he never returned.
He did not. She stood here, day upon day, night upon night, trying to spy him.
Till she sprouted roots and turned into a tree? Wonder why.
I will fucking tell you why. To await the moment when Gareth returns, kerchief in hand. That is the power of love. The power of longing. So you must scale Lynx Crag. Search there for a means to free Daphne. I will give you my book of tales to refer to. And good luck, Witcher.
You're frightened, kittens.
You brought peace.
Oof.
Not so fast, Roach.
you my life, unknown knight. How are you dubbed?
Dubbed Geralt. Geralt of Rivia.
My thanks, Sir Geralt. The scallywags thought to demolish our herb garden, you see. I thought, I shall take a ham, scare the rabble off, but to my great chagrin, there were too many, and I failed. There's no use crying over spilt wine. Come with me to Vermentino. I'll patch up your armor, or pound the anvil to fulfill some other need you might have.
Fine. Lead the way.
Here we are. Is there some way I might help you?
Vineyard's glory days seem like a thing of the past.
It seemed better times, true. For bandits are not our only problem. Enormous yellow parasites, their ever-growing plague we also must contend with. Maid Matilda tries her best, but when folk fear to go out and work, what is she to do?
All right. What do you have? All right. What do you have? Thanks. See you later.
Greetings, Geralt.
All right. What do you have? Thanks. See you later.
unbeatable bargain. Preferential financing from the Cianfanellis on every armor purchase.
Drink! Give me a drink!
May a river of loose stool run through Coronata.
Let's go!
Ooh.
Run, Roach. Come on, Roach.
Looks like an Archospore killed him. letter and a key. In a place like this, that'd be interesting. Someone's sabotaging operation. It's a Fermentino, but the letter doesn't say who. Need to keep looking. Could still find out.
Sleep shenanigans.
Well,
I can't see
out with it. Greet.
Then
it's made.
Thanks. See you later.
Unbeatable bargains. Preferential financing from the Chanfanelli. Every armor purchase.
Boy, is my bum for getting low. I do what they pay me.
Run, Roach. Damn, you're ugly.
I'm ears alone.
Lovely drop.
You smell that? Those are the vapors of the sun. So, how do you like it here? Top of the Nugget.
Now it's dry as a stockfish.
What's going on there?
Faster.
Here, kitty, kitty. Oh, tired for some reason.
That's it, Roach. Whoa! Run, Roach. Hey there. Faster.
Ah! Why, you? Is it true peasants can't carve his cow himself? Salutations.
Lights off! I'm working here!
Camp's abandoned, but a lot of this damage is recent. Guess I arrived just a little too late. Should look around still. Signs of a fight. Paw prints, beastly ones, that's clear. Just on this spot, though. Aerial attack. Must have been. Man, bled to death. Big beast inflicted these wounds. Clear from the claw marks. Must have a toothy smile, too, judging by what ripped his throat open. Blood. Of the fresh variety. Monster attack was recent. Draconid. Gotta be. Maybe a basilisk? Except these prints don't belong to any variety I know. Just a little different. Area's dangerous. I'd say there's a basilisk nesting around here. You'd be wise to remain at some distance.
Yes, I'm familiar with the matter, and quite proud to say a basilisk does nest here. I look after it personally.
Look after it? It's not exactly a pet. Beasts murdering folk who come through here.
Just a minute. It does not murder those who do not trespass upon its territory. I posted a number of signs, warnings, specifically to prevent anyone from coming to any harm.
Well, a lot of good they did. Got a freshly mangled corpse right here.
Most likely a merchant, the poor bloke. Just today, I learned 2 traders had chosen this route despite the signs. I came as quick as I could to warn them. Too late, alas. I've instructed my servants. They shall take the body, return it to the family with a generous sum as recompense.
Pay the victim's family's compensation? Why?
These lands have been my family's for decades, granted to us by Duchess Ademarta. Beyond them, the basilisk venture, provided it is not provoked. Yet if it does destroy...
Your coffers. Got a store of sons and husbands in there to compensate for those shredded by your beast?
Naturally, I cannot revive the dead, but I do make generous restitution to their loved ones. Just last summer, I paid a leather to this unfortunate merchant's family to be due.
Claim this to be the last surviving basilisk? How do you figure?
The last of this subspecies. Their population was larger at one time, see? Before the beech forests were fed.
Mean to suggest a direct correlation between beechwood forest density and basilisk populations?
Indirect, I prefer to contend. Beechwood forests are the chief habitat of roe deer, you see. In turn, a staple of the basilisk diet. When roe deer grew scarce, basilisks made humans their staple food. Enter the Witchers. And thus, we've come to this one last specimen. It's a female. As recently as last...
Eocost?
Should she not have a name? My father dubbed her in honor of my dear departed mother. Eocost was brooding then.
Who exactly are you? And how'd you develop such an interest in the beast?
Count Borges. Happy to be of service. As to the beast, well, this subspecies is our dynastic symbol. The Disalfareses have for centuries signed with the Regulus Platinum. As family legend has it, a female of the species rescued an ancestor, a boy at the time, from a burning building. She took the tyke back to her nest, where she fed him as if he were one of her own youngsters.
Malarkey.
To be sure, but beautiful malarkey it is.
Where's the basilisk nesting? Any idea?
Of course I've an idea. But you don't really expect me to tell you. Those are not toy swords. I know your intentions.
Find it myself then. Easy to track with its distinct paw prints. Mentioned 2 merchants. So I might also look for the other corpse.
Too slow!
Praise be the prophet Leviota!
Thank you, noble knight. I'd ventured north in search of herbs for a new flavored wine. When suddenly...
Calm down. It's over.
the Bang Diddlers kidnapped me. In hopes of collecting a ransom, I'm sure. But with Master Liam's troubles, he never could have paid them. Ah, but I'm free and safe, thanks to you. Should you need any help, I've a hearty stock at the Coronata. Will you walk me there?
Lead the way. Right behind you.
Here we are. Once again, I thank you for the rescue. Wish to look over my stock?
Master Liam doesn't seem a diligent proprietor.
He tries as best he can. It's not his fault our vineyard suffered plague upon plague.
Plagues? What kind?
Well, the enormous yellow man-eating sun juice, for instance. You cannot set foot into the brush for fear of coming out a head shorter.
Show me what you got. Thanks. See you later.
Come on, Roach.
Faster.
Let's go.
Is it true? Is winter coming?
Hey, Whoa there, Roach.
Blow itself didn't kill him. Bled to death afterwards. What have we got here? No chance this letter wound up here by accident. Interesting. This note plus what I found earlier. Some big parties causing problems at the vineyards. Need to find the spot the letter mentions. And I'll find something mighty interesting behind whatever door this key opens.
Go, go. Faster.
I do what they paid me to do. That's it.
Eyes of Toussaint.
Ah.
Master Witcher, have you any news?
Coronata's and Vermentino's troubles didn't come out of nowhere. Found evidence someone was behind them. Specifically, someone planted Archospore bulbs around the properties. That's in these letters. As for who it was...
What do you mean, who? Him! And only him!
You're mad, woman. Surely you hatched this plot and now seek to stick me with the blame.
Calm down, both of you. I'll find the place the letters mention. We'll clear this up. This vineyard, Belgard, why is it so valuable?
You are not from here, it certainly shows. Before Count Crespi fell prey to the beast, Belgard belonged to him. As a man of wealth and influence, he guided it to immense success. Brought in rare grape varieties, hired skilled workers. I shan't trouble you with unnecessary details. Suffice to say that merging Belgard with another vineyard is a sure recipe for success.
Solved your problems. Coronata and Vermentino can both go back to operating normally.
What's this? Both vineyards? Why, that puts me in quite a bind.
Then let me release you. Sell Belgard to me.
Out of the question.
Quiet! Do not dare to start that again, or I'll not sell to either of you. In light of the situation, I would advise the parties to form a partnership.
What?
You heard me. A partnership. That is my final decision. Now please, come with me. I shall show you your new property.
Hang on, what about my pay?
A word once given. The job is done, the pay is due. Take it.
Just a minute. You got us into this bind. So now you must come and see it through. I've a strong sense we'll soon have more work for you. Me and my dog-ditted new partner.
All right, let's go.
My desire for Belgard to pass into capable hands was no idle whim. For the vineyards fallen, I've been told of workers dying on their rounds, monsters prowling about. Before anyone can call this home, they will have to deal with these, inconveniences. That is the minister's wish.
More work for me, I guess.
It certainly seems so. But if we're to make anything of this partnership, in itself a difficult notion, we must be able to work, without hindrance or threat.
Will you help our fragile consortium?
I can help, sure, but I won't work for free.
A bit less? Is that out of the question? A bit less? Is that out of the question? A bit less? Is that out of the question? Fine. We have a deal.
More or less already agreed, I guess.
That's a weight off my chest, I must say. Your reward shall be fair, I promise.
I'll get to work.
Wet and sweaty.
Oh!
Come on. Run, Roach.
Do you know the colors I would see on the Duchy's banners? Red.
Hark, Beauclerc! Her most gracious...
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Toussaint. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Toussaint. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? Besides, who would serve my clients while I romped about seeking them? No, I'd rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the
What do you... All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How was that?
Toussaint was once home to Tien Sail, a legendary...
Heard about him.
And thus he...
Got it.
Yes, it... What? We...
This elven master...
My... Oh... I know I...
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school. Of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Aton. I remember him well. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in...
What kind of danger did he meet?
Legend.
The griffin.
He came some 200. He showed my master.
Any idea?
No.
Let's talk. The diag.
Beyond cost.
Tell me.
He... True.
School of the Ment.
He... Tien... The Witcher... Bastard.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path. As patron this year, Lady Vivienne de Tabry. Valiant knights from all corners of the world will vie for the title of tournament champion. Tickets still available at Open house and the... Can't find any... Too sad. Welcome, good sir, to Dupont.
Show me what you got back there. Instead of chatting, Gwent.
may stock the larder of the Duchessa herself.
Can't afford a barber, let alone my